So I'm here with Courtney Holt, who's president of MySpace Music. Nice to meet you. So these guys just announced that they're partnering with Google, and Lala and a bunch of other music services are partnering as well to power Onebox music search. So my first question is, when you guys were on stage, or at least when Ali was, he mentioned that MySpace wasn't aware that iLike was in negotiations with Google prior to the acquisition. Did that come up before the acquisition was complete, or is it like when the deal was done, or like, oh, cool, this is...
Well, no, I mean, we were in conversations about different things, but this was one that was kind of being baked alongside what we were talking about.
Okay.
And so it wasn't until we actually came together as an organization that we were going to be able to execute and figure out the best way to bring the strengths of the two organizations together.
But you were aware that they were talking to Google?
We were aware that there were various conversations going on. I can't speak to the specificity of them, but I can tell you that it wasn't until that we were able to sit in the room at the same time as one company and say, how are we going to make this great? And how do we play to the strengths of iLike and MySpace coming together? So that really came out of a collaborative effort, and we did it really, really fast, which was great.
Okay. And when you guys have a song appear, the pop-up, the MySpace pop-up comes up, are you going to be trying to direct traffic to the free streaming music site and try to focus on the ad-based streaming, or are you going to try to sell the song?
In this integration, we're focusing on selling the MP3. We are also looking at other things that we can link to. We talked about linking to video, so the video product we launched last week is integrated into this. With one click, you'll get to watch the music video associated with the song you're hearing. And we think that the on-tour element is such a huge deal for us because we are the largest aggregator of ticketing and tour information. And to get that in the hands of the users, it's one thing to say, I want to hear this song and maybe buy it, but I also may want to buy a ticket.
So what does the on-tour integration look like? I don't think I've seen a screenshot. It's just sort of like a buy a ticket to this band?
It's if an artist is on tour, you can click on it, it takes you to the tour dates.
Okay.
And there's still, we're 3 weeks into an acquisition, so there's integration work to be done. We're taking you to the best products that we can offer for those experiences. So for video, it's going to MySpace Music. For touring, it's probably going to take you in the short term to the iLike ticketing page. It's the best way to actually execute and convert a ticket.
Okay, and so I heard that you guys actually integrated the video and the artist dashboard stuff within like 2 weeks. So why did you guys have such a short time frame? Was this announcement from Google sort of a surprise, or?
No, we were working on certain projects, and this is where the combined efforts come together. The video product and the dashboard were things that I've been working on historically for a while. But when we got this deal done, we're like, okay, now how do we take advantage of this as a combined organization? So it really was, when I say playing to our strengths, and I'm big on this, like I'm a natural problem solver, and so when I work with, like, I look at something, I'm like, there's never enough opportunities for us to say, how do we make it bigger and better? So, iLike had all of this great data about an artist's presence across multiple networks. I'm like, how do we bring that into this? So day one, an artist gets a full view of what their audience is doing. And that was just a natural way to say, let's kick this relationship off in something like this. Extending video so it's findable across the iLike network was like, it's obvious, but it's not, these things aren't necessarily easy, but because of the strengths of our combined teams, we were able to say, let's go and build a sequence of amazing integrations and just knock them out of the park. Trust me, there'll be many more. We have lots of things that are in the pipeline, but this is, I'd say 3 in a week is not bad. I'll take it.
Okay, and my last question, Last question, got it. So I was talking to Lala earlier, and it sounds like they're going to offer some level of customization as far as what their music player looks like to the artist. Do you guys have any plans to let the artist tweak what their pop-up will look like when one of their songs comes up?
Well, right now we allow customization of the music player on MySpace Music, so it would be a natural thing for us to look at that. There's so much we can do with that. I want to make sure the user experience is great and as consistent as possible. I think Ali talked about this. Like, we've learned something as a music business and as a digital music business is that we've got to start to make things simple and easy. This is such a beautiful, fast, cool way to find and consume music and drive conversion of downloads and to get people more engaged in legitimate music offerings. I just don't want to overcomplicate what we present, but I think we should look at giving the artists ways they can express themselves. There's no bigger and better platform for artist self-expression than MySpace. So the extent that we can extend that thinking into tools like this, we will do that.
Great. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. It's nice seeing you.